Shalom. It's your brother Malcolm coming at you with another lesson in truth, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of all Israel on earth today, and salutations to the Akim that are out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and to the confusion of face Akim that are joined unto our ranks that are doing the same. To you I say Shalom. This is going to be a response to the video that the elder apostle Tahar put up, and it was called "You Christians, Were These Scriptures Fulfilled?" Now here's the crazy thing: as I'm doing this video, I was interrupted and stopped the video and just went on YouTube for a moment, and there's a video up right now of the elder apostle Ramlab doing a video on the same subject that I'm about to go into, man. So that's how you know we're one body, man. And that's happened like 3 times with me personally in like the last 4 days, man, where I went in on a subject and then the apostles or the elders or another elder from another camp was doing it. And it just keeps happening, man. That's how you know that we're one body, man. And this is inspired by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But on this video, one of the questions that he asked was when were the Edomites done away with, and where, you know, and the pastor from G20 Ministries put up 1 Maccabees 5:3. So you messed up there, man. That's what's going to be the name of this video. G20 Ministries, you messed up. And so let's go to let me read that. Let's go to the book of Maccabees 5:3. And it reads, "Then Judas fought against the children of Esau in Idumea at Arabatim, because they besieged Israel, and he gave them a great overthrow and abated their courage and took their spoils." It didn't say that they annihilated them and put them to death and eliminated them off the face of the earth. You know, many nations have had their spoils taken, and they're still here, especially the nation of Israel, man. All right? No one has been more spoiled than we have. Okay? So, it's a lock in my hair all wild and crazy, man. Just took my hat off. But let's go to the first chapter in the book of Maccabees, because it makes it clear that Alexander, the Macedon, that the Edomites took over Greece, man. So these people that were in Greece and in Rome, now being called Idumeans, were Edomites. All right, and it clearly tells you that Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. So here it is. It says, and it happened after that Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and the Medes, and he reigned in his stead, which is his sperm line, his seed, his family line, his race, the first over Greece. All right. Okay. And it says, and they made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. So they went all throughout Asia and Europe, slaying and taking over, man. You go down to verse 9, and it says, and after his death, all right, you know what? I'll just start at 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years, then died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place. His servants were his 4 generals, man, 4 Edomite generals. All right. And after this death, they all put crowns upon themselves, and so that their sons after them many years, and the evils were multiplied in the earth. And out of them came a wicked root, Antiochus, and out of Antiochus you had Demetrius, Seleucus, and Ptolemy, man. And those were those Edomites who had now began referring to themselves as royals. They became your Caesars of Rome, and there it is, man. Okay, so let's go back to what he called for. He said. Because I on a comment board, when he put that, I said so that would make, I asked for the times, the relics, and the dates when this happened. And he put, you know, 1 Maccabees 5:3. That's not times, and that's not relative. If a whole race of people were exterminated, there'd be movies made about it today. Hollywood would be all over that, man. All right? But the Edomite thing is not touched because Hollywood is ran by Edomites. Okay, as simple as that. So let's go back to 1 Maccabees, man. The 5th chapter. And he quoted verse 3. I'm going to read verses 1 through 3. And when the nations round about had heard that the altar was built and the sanctuary renewed as before, it displeased them very much. Wherefore they thought to destroy the generations of Jacob that were among them, and their offspring they began to slay and destroy the people. Then Judas fought against the children of Esau in Idumea and Abratan, because they besieged Israel and gave them a great overthrow and abated their courage and took their spoils. So they began to kill the children of Judah, man. And then Judas Maccabees rose up and spoiled and killed them, but he didn't annihilate them and get them off of the face of the earth, man. Because you jump to verse 15, it said, and they of Ptolemies are Edomites too. All right, of Tyrus and Zidon and the Galilee of the Gentiles are assembled together to consume us. So you got a whole different group of Edomites now that are assembled. So the Edomites were not done away with. And as I said in my comment on the comment board on the Apostles video, that will make Obadiah a liar, man. Because when you read the book of Obadiah, it tells you that when the prophecy is that when Esau gets annihilated, it's the northern and the southern kingdom. So no, you're wrong, G20 Ministries, yet again, saying that no one will debate Dr. James White in the open. Man, Dr. James White couldn't hold paper bag to me, let alone sitting in the room with the apostles. Out of your mind, man. Okay, this is and he is an Edomite, which we just proved. Okay? But here's what the prophecy says in the book of Obadiah. Starting at just verse 18. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble was being burned in the fire. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be none. There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So when you read 1 Maccabees 5 and 3, the northern kingdom was not there. Joseph was not joined unto Judah, man. All right? Or to Jacob. Jacob is talking about the southern kingdom, and Joseph is referring to as the northern kingdom, man. The northern kingdom was not joined unto the rest of the house. So your answer was wrong. It was wrong. All right? I'm going to just read all the way down to, you know what? Actually, that's enough on that. Let me go back to something else, man. But that makes you very, very, very wrong, man. Because it is beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Edomites were not utterly destroyed on that day when they lost their battle to the Maccabees, man. To Judas Maccabees. And then the Apostle Ramlad's video, which I was just watching before the interruption, I had to restart this. He's giving you the family line of Hyrcanus and of the 5 sons of the Maccabees. All right, and then it showed you how the only one who had sons was Simon. All right, and he had Matthias, Judas, and then he had John Hyrcanus, man. All right, and then and he was the one that did the forced conversion of the Edomites over to following the law, statutes, and commandments. And what did they do? They brought in and then they brought in the Talmud, man. All right, and then his daughter, and then John Hyrcanus I think it was his wife's brother. They brought some Edomite into the family. I have to read it again. I mean, I've read it many a times, but done lessons on it. But he was betrayed by his son-in-law. Simon was, man, and he killed Simon and John and Matthias. And I mean, not John and Matthias, but Matthias and Judas, the sons of Simon, man, and Simon himself, man, because he was seeking to take the place of the take the place of the Jews. And then later on down the line, man, out of that same line of those children, came Antipater and then Herod, man. All right, and they were Edomites. And it's funny, I just had this conversation with a fake Jew. We were just talking about this because she didn't know anything about John Hyrcanus, man. Had this conversation with her a little over an hour ago, man. No, probably about 2 hours ago. Okay, that John Hyrcanus did the forced conversion of Edomites into following the law, statutes, and commandments, and they became Jewish. And then they brought in that Talmud and the Kabbalah and all that wickedness. And then they were doing that, and by the time, and then why do you think the Herodians got set up over Judea, man? Because they were Edomites too. The Romans would rather have dealt with their own, man. So it's like now we can get some kind of control over these Jews because we set up one of our own over them. All right. Hey, so with that, I just, this just was a response to G20 Ministries. You messed up, man. Your answer, what you basically did in your answer is that you admitted that so-called white men are indeed, and then that was Esau Edom. It's basically what you did. All right. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Shem Shai and Shalom.